So take-home messages from this is that we are still learning from the real-world delivery of immunotherapies, and real-world patients have a different disease and physical phenotype perspective to those patients in the clinical trials. Clinical trials are the best of the best, and remember that. But the toxicity is surprisingly close between the real world and the trial populations. And therefore, the depth responses are pretty similar. And this is quite comforting that the real world data is highlighting that these are transferable from trials into our everyday practice. One thing I've not been able to go into, but Mark did introduce it as a concept, is how we prevent and manage infections, the late down the line issues with these agents. I would highlight Ranil Banerjee from Seattle's real world data on preemptive immunoglobulin infusions as opposed to treatment of previous infections with immunoglobulins and how that affects both PFS and survivorship in that context. As I've already mentioned, real world data about belamaf in combination is still to be delivered because of the sort of delay in getting regulatory approval. But we have learned something about the ocular toxicity management from real world data on using belamaf monotherapy. Now, the big question, of course, is the efficacy of how we are going to sequence treatment. I've shown you a little bit of real world experience where if you have got a prior BCMA exposure, then it does affect depth, if not also durability of responses. And this is something we need to build into, particularly as the immunotherapy agents, which are licensed in the relapsed refractory, are bringing their attention further forward into 1 to 3 prior lines, if not first line.